Do you know how negative thinking affects a diabetic? You need to know. You need to understand that. You have a daily struggle to make good choices, and those choices are greatly affected by the pattern of your thinking. And they might be the reason why you either struggle or thrive as a diabetic. Hi, I'm Donna Denson, the Dynamic Diabetic, and today we're going to talk about that. How do negative thoughts affect diabetics? The struggle that you have all the time is giving you ants. Yeah, ants. That's what psychologists call it. It's an acronym for automatic negative thoughts. That's a little bit scary that you have automatic negative thoughts. Ants, if you see one on the counter, there's more. There's always more, right? It's never just one. And they tend to multiply and grow. And you are feeding yourself those negative thoughts. And guess what? It's becoming more and more constant because you believe them. That's the bad part, is that you believe them. So let's stop and think about, what do we say to ourselves? What are you saying to yourself on a regular basis? Are you saying, oh, I can't lose weight. I'll never lose weight. You could be saying, I got to stick to it so I can lose weight. Or you might be saying, I'll never get my A1C straight. But maybe you should be saying, I just have to keep trying and I'll find what gets my A1C under control. I have to keep trying. By saying the negatives, then your subconscious doesn't know the difference between truth and fiction. It believes what you tell it. So you're telling yourself, hey, I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. I'm not big enough. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough. All those things that we tell ourselves are just growing in the back of our mind. And we're believing them. That is so scary, that we believe what we tell ourselves. And we absolutely do. Then you have people around you. What are they saying to you? What do your friends, your family, what negative thoughts are you getting from them? My mom was the worst. She was a very unhappy person, and that negativity seeped to everyone around her. Once I realized that, I was able to change myself and not go there, because I didn't want to affect everyone around me, and I bet you don't want to either. So we have to get control of those negative thoughts. They're just a habit. That's all they are. We've thought it and said it to ourselves so many times, it just becomes a habit. And habits can be broken. They can be fixed. Think about what you say to yourself, and is it true? I will screw up and tell myself, you're so stupid, Donna. Dumb Dora, I call myself. Well, guess what? That means my brain is going to think I'm stupid, and I am anything but stupid, I guarantee you. I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. So why would I tell myself that? Because it's a habit, and habits have to be broken for us to get better. You also have to take responsibility for what you say to yourself. Think about it. You're the one saying it. You're the one doing it. But who else is? Who else could you avoid that is feeding you negativity? What are you watching on TV? What are you reading? What kind of music are you listening to? What else are you feeding into your subconscious that keeps you feeling negative? Diabetics have to worry about that, because depression is often accompanying our disease. And that's why, because of the negative thinking can set in so much that you were continually telling yourself negative things and feeling bad about yourself. So let's talk about maybe a couple of things you could do about that. If you recognize that you have negative things that you say to yourself, you want to try and catch yourself, follow up that negative when you realize it with something very positive to counteract it. You might have favorite quotes, motivational quotes, spirit lifting quotes that make you feel good. Well, write them down on a sticky note or a piece of paper and put them up where you can see them. Great thing to look in your mirror in the morning and see something positive for yourself. It's a great way to start your day. I also believe and talk about frequently a gratitude journal. I believe that gratitude, there's no way that you can have a negative, miserable day if you start it with gratitude, if you start it on the right foot. So try that. I promise you, those things, silly as they might sound to you, they really do make a difference. They really do make a difference. And again, take responsibility for what you're putting into yourself, for the words you're saying to yourself, for the food that you're eating that you know you shouldn't eat. Because negativity affects not only our thinking, it affects all of our health signals, everything. You are continually damaging your whole being when you're talking negative to yourself. So take responsibility. What can we do to take responsibility? We can understand that we're making a choice. You have a choice every day to do it this way or that way, to eat this or not eat this, to say this or not say this, to do this or not do this. You get to make that choice. We actually make 35,000, that's right, 35,000 choices a day. Wow, right? Well, they're not all conscious thoughts, obviously, or we would never get through our day. But those subconscious thoughts, they scare me the most because they're based on whatever I've been feeding my brain. So if you've been feeding your brain negatives, then the choices that you're making subconsciously are not the choices you want to be making. You really have to get a hold of it, and that's a choice. You decide that you're going to make a change. You decide and choose that today's going to be different. Tomorrow's going to be different. You make the decision to move forward in a different direction, to be positive in where you're going. So today, take one step, one small step, one small change. I know that you can find one that you can do to make yourself better tomorrow than you are today. And you can do that every day. One step, one small movement ahead will make all the difference. Just keep going forward. Positivity, because negative thoughts are damaging for diabetics, extremely damaging. Don't use them. Make a change. Make a choice. You can do it. This is Donna Denson, the Dynamic Diabetic, and I want to thank you for tuning in today. And I hope that you found some value in this. Please join my free Facebook group. The link is below. Love to have you there, to support you there. Have a great day. May God bless and keep you till we connect again. Bye-bye.